Have you ever noticed how your dog seems to know you're leaving before you've even reached the door? Maybe it starts when you pick up your keys or when you put on your shoes. Suddenly, your dog is watching your every move. Their ears perk up, their eyes follow you across the room. And sometimes, they even walk you all the way to the front door as if they already know what's about to happen. If your dog does this every time you leave the house, comment 1 below. But have you ever wondered what goes through your dog's mind after that door finally closes? Do they simply forget about you and move on with their day? Do they know you'll be back? Or do they spend hours wondering where you've gone? The answer is far more emotional than most people realize. Today, we're going to step inside your dog's world and follow them through the minutes and hours after you leave home. From the moment they realize you're about to go to the incredible moment you finally return, you'll discover what science and dog behavior experts have learned about one of the most emotional experiences in a dog's life. If you love learning how dogs think, feel, and experience the world, be sure to subscribe and join our community. And stay with us until the end, because what your dog may be feeling while waiting for you could completely change the way you say goodbye. Long before you step outside, your dog already knows something is about to happen. It may seem impossible, but dogs are constantly paying attention to the small routines that most of us never notice. The sound of keys being picked up, a jacket coming off the hook, a laptop being placed into a bag. To us, these actions are meaningless details. To a dog, they're pieces of a puzzle. Over time, your dog learns that certain events tend to happen together. When the shoes go on, the door usually opens. When the keys jingle, you often disappear. Behavior experts call these departure cues, and many dogs become incredibly skilled at recognizing them. In fact, some dogs begin reacting before their owners even realize they're preparing to leave. You might notice your dog becoming unusually quiet, following you from room to room, or sitting near the door, watching carefully. They're not predicting the future, they're remembering the past. And based on everything they've learned, they know there's a good chance that the person they love most is about to leave. But while these moments may seem small to us, what happens after the door closes can feel very different from your dog's perspective. The moment the door closes, your world continues as normal. But for your dog, something important has just changed. The person they were following only seconds ago is suddenly gone. Many dogs don't immediately run off to play or take a nap. Instead, they pause. Some sit near the door. Some walk from room to room. Others listen carefully, as if they're expecting to hear your footsteps return at any moment. This is because dogs don't understand time the way humans do. They don't know whether you'll be gone for 10 minutes or 10 hours. All they know is that someone important has disappeared from their environment. For some dogs, those first few minutes are simply a period of adjustment. For others, especially highly attached dogs, it can be the hardest part of the entire day. Have you ever come home and found your dog waiting by the door? If so, comment 2 below. What's fascinating is that during these moments, many dogs begin searching for something that makes them feel closer to you. Not your voice, not your footsteps, but something else you've unknowingly left behind. And what they look for next reveals just how deeply connected they are to the people they love. After a while, many dogs stop waiting by the door, but that doesn't mean they've stopped thinking about you. Instead, they often begin searching for something familiar, something comforting, something that reminds them you're still part of their world. And more often than not, that something is your scent. Have you ever come home and found your dog sleeping on your bed, curled up on your favorite chair, or lying on a pile of clothes you accidentally left on the floor? That's not a coincidence. A dog's sense of smell is estimated to be tens of thousands of times more powerful than our own. While we rely heavily on sight, dogs experience much of the world through scent. To them, your scent is more than a smell. It's information, it's familiarity, it's comfort. Even when you're gone, your scent remains behind, creating a connection between your dog and the person they're waiting for. That's why many dogs choose places that smell the most like their owners when they're alone. In a way, it's the closest thing they have to being near you. But while your scent may bring comfort, it doesn't completely erase one important feeling. Because deep down, many dogs still notice that someone is missing. So do dogs actually miss us when we're gone? For many years, scientists weren't entirely sure, but modern research has revealed something remarkable. Dogs form deep emotional bonds with their humans. In many ways, those bonds resemble the attachment young children develop with the people they trust most. That doesn't mean every dog spends the entire day feeling sad. Just like people, dogs have different personalities. Some are independent and relaxed when left alone. Others become noticeably excited, anxious, or restless when their favorite person disappears. But one thing is clear: your presence matters more to your dog than you may realize. Think about it for a moment. Out of all the people, places, and experiences in their world, you are often the center of it. You provide safety, routine, comfort, and companionship. If you've ever wondered whether your dog truly misses you while you're away, share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear what your dog does when you leave home. Perhaps the most touching part is this: dogs don't need to understand where you're going. They don't need to know your schedule. They simply notice the absence of someone they care about. And while they may not understand why you've left, many never stop hoping for the moment you return. Of course, we can never know exactly what a dog is thinking. But by studying their behavior, scientists have gained some fascinating clues. Imagine, for a moment, that you could see the world through your dog's eyes. The person you trust most has left. The house is quiet. Their scent is still there, but they are not. You might not be thinking in words the way humans do, but the feeling remains. Where did they go? When will they come back? Many dogs spend part of their day checking familiar places around the home. Some glance toward the front door. Others listen for sounds outside. Some simply settle down and wait, not because they understand your schedule, but because they've learned something important over time. You always come back, and that belief may be one of the most powerful sources of comfort a dog has. Think about that for a second. Every goodbye your dog experiences is followed by a reunion. Every departure strengthens a quiet expectation. The expectation that sooner or later, you'll walk through that door again. And after hours of waiting, listening, and hoping, there comes a moment when everything suddenly changes. A moment your dog may recognize before you even pull into the driveway. Then suddenly, everything changes. Hours may have passed. The house has been quiet. Your dog has been resting, waiting, or simply moving through the day. But before you even reach the front door, many dogs seem to know you're coming home. Some recognize the sound of your car. Others pick up on familiar footsteps. And some may even detect your scent long before you enter the house. What happens next is often one of the most emotional moments in a dog's entire day. The tail starts wagging. The ears perk up. The excitement builds. It's as if a switch has been flipped. The person they've been waiting for is finally back. Have you ever been greeted by a dog who acted like you'd been gone for years, even though you only left for an hour? Share your experience in the comments. We'd love to hear your story. What's remarkable is that this excitement doesn't seem to fade, even after hundreds or thousands of reunions. Because for your dog, your return is never ordinary. It's reassurance, it's comfort. It's the restoration of something that felt incomplete while you were away. And perhaps that's the clearest answer to our question. To understand what goes through a dog's mind when you leave, we must first understand what your return means to them. So, what really goes through a dog's mind when you leave home? The truth is, we may never know every thought they have. But what we do know is that your absence means something to them. Your dog doesn't understand work schedules, meetings, traffic, or errands. They don't know where you're going or how long you'll be gone. What they do understand is much simpler. Someone important left. And eventually, that person came back. Maybe that's why the reunion at the door feels so special. Not because your dog has spent the entire day counting the minutes, but because every return confirms something they deeply believe. You're still part of their world. The next time your dog follows you to the door, pauses as you grab your keys, or greets you with excitement when you come home, remember that those moments are part of a bond that has been forming for thousands of years between dogs and humans. And now we'd love to hear from you. What does your dog do when you leave the house or when you finally come home? Share your story in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey into the emotional world of dogs, don't forget to subscribe and join us for more fascinating insights into how our four-legged companions think, feel, and experience life.